Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel. I hope everybody is doing well. I had to set up everything, and today we still haven't. And happy Christmas to everybody. It's a Christmas Day stream. I hope everybody's happy. And Mr. Oz, show your beautiful face. Mr. Oz, Mr. Oz, show your face to the people. They want to see your beautiful face. This is Ozzy. This is Oz. So I want everybody to see his beautiful, beautiful little face. Ozzy, come here. Come here. Come closer. Come on. I know you can make it over there. Yes. You can come over here. He's over here. Good morning. Ozzy. As you can tell, he doesn't like when I call him. Ozzy. Ozzy, let me show people your beautiful face. Ozzy, people need to see your beautiful face. I got to get him to come up here. Ozzy, Oz, Oz, come on, up on the bed. Ozzy, come here so people can see your beautiful face. Otherwise, I have to drag him from underneath. He's just being contrary. Oz, Ozzy, come here. Get up here. Get up here so people can see your beautiful face. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? I still have him and minding him for my brother until he'll probably go home on Wednesday. Look at this beautiful boy. Yes, isn't he beautiful? This is a French bulldog. He weighs about 40 something pounds. His name is Oz. He is my brother's dog. So now you can go. Now you can go sleep on the other bed. Now he probably doesn't want to sleep. So yes, and then some of you notice I have the new iPhone. Yes, I got the new iPhone. It's a titanium one. So we got the new iPhone. And I got a new case for it, as you guys can tell. Yes, I got the new phone. So I got that about a month ago. So we'll do the haul for this month. What do I have upcoming? I'm still waiting on about 5 books to come. So the five books that haven't come yet, I pre-ordered. Now you can move back to where you are. Now you can move back to where you are, Ozzy. He just was upset with me because I disrupted his little sleep piece. So yeah, no, it was we traded in our phones so we could get new ones. You know what I mean? They had a good trade-in offer for it. So this is a Christmas gift from my mother. Um, so we'll do the gift first. I got gifts, but they're kind of like gifts that they're really not coloring related. For my nieces, I got this, what are they called? Birkenstock sandals. Yeah, I got Birkenstock sandals. And from my brother and my sister-in-law, I got a sweater. It was good. Okay, so my mother bought this over at Hobby Lobby. So we know what this is, right? This is like something from Hobby Lobby. Does everybody know what this is? Yes, this is a Christmas gift. This is one of my Christmas gifts from my mother. We did our gifts today. She gave me some pajamas. Of course, I got pajamas. What else did I got? This as well. Then she gave me a $70 gift. Yes, it is a diamond painting. This is called Hope Runs Deep by Chuck Pearson. It is a 17-inch by 23. So it's a 42.6 centimeter by 58.8. So this one comes from my mother. She got it at Hobby Lobby. I bought my mother once or twice. She was shopping in Marshalls. This plaza by where we live. It's like about 3 miles from where we live. It's where the Marshall is. So there's a little shopping area there. Well, it's actually big because it actually has a Marshalls in it, a Marshalls, a Walmart, a Starbucks. So it's actually got some good shopping in there. Yeah, I know, right? So I got this for Christmas. So that was one of my many gifts that I got. That's really a winter one or a Christmas one. So I think maybe next year I'll work on it because I'm still working on a spring one that I have over here. So then these are all things that are, the rest of the stuff is stuff that I bought. So that was things that I got for Christmas that were non-coloring related. So speaking about non-coloring related items, I ended up getting this at Five and Below. It is a large thing of Sudoku, as some of you know. I am a person who loves Sudoku. As you can see, I've already started doing them. I write them in pencil rather than in pen. Once you write them in pen, it's really hard. As you can tell, I've already done three. I've already started doing what you call it? So I've already started doing this puzzle. So keep that in mind. So that is Sudoku. So I bought that at Five and Below. Thought that was really cute. Now for coloring wise, I ended up buying the Small Victories book by Johanna Basford. This is really small, as you can tell. I think I've started coloring some stuff in it. What I like is it's small. As you can see, I've colored one little book. Yeah, I know. You convinced me. I saw it on your channel and you convinced me to get it after seeing it on your channel. Enabler. So then I started doing this one. I think that's like the only two I've started in this book. Who gave that to you? Was that Danielle who gave that to you? So what I like about this book is it has all these small ones in it. So I got that one. Now, as some of you know, I have a subscription to Color in Heaven, and this is the last one that they had. I'm waiting on the next one, which is the Maud Lamone book. So I'll get that in my mailbox probably within the next week. But I'm not crazy about this book. I'm not crazy about it. It's not that it's a bad book by any means. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to color this because this goes a little bizarre, is the way to describe it. It's just a bizarre book. Who knows? It's just, I don't know what it is about this book that gives me the creeps. You know, I like dolls, but I don't like them creepy. You know what I mean? It's not one of the, and it's nothing against the artist or the style. It's just not my cup of tea. I may end up giving this to somebody who may end up liking it more than me. Two enablers, Michelle. Okay, right? We're two enablers. I think everybody enables everybody else in the coloring community. Um, I get enabled by people on Facebook groups, so and then I spread it the word to you if there's products I like. If there's products I don't like, I'll tell you. But honest to God, I like more full images like this. Like I like more portrait style stuff. But this dolls just I don't know what it is about dolls that get me upset. That just it doesn't work for me. I don't know what it is about dolls that make me just. I'm waiting for the next one. The next one is going to be more Lamone. That just makes me happy. You ever have something scan while you're in the middle of something else? And then the next book I got is a Christmas book. This is called Santa's Town Fantasy Coloring Book by Elena T. But this person goes on the Fantasy Art Media on Instagram, and that's how I found this book. This has like a bunch of Christmas scenes and Christmas pictures in it if you like that stuff. Like, I really like that stuff. I haven't finished the one that I'm working on right now, and this one, and it has a bunch of cool stuff in it. Is this one? I guess you guys can tell I did this book I'm doing in markers, just because for me, when I have thin paper and it's like this, I think that some of these pages work better. Sometimes in grayscale works better in marker. So that's that one. Most of these I got on Amazon. If I didn't get it on Amazon, I will tell you so. Like the Color in Heaven, I'm on subscription to that. So that's that one. Then I was also on Five Below, and I got the dog some dog treats at PetSmart. On Friday, what happened was me, my boss, and my coworker went to Asian buffet. It was a holiday lunch. It wasn't really work related, so we did that, right? And so So the Beatles coloring book, right? This I also got on 5 and below. I thought this was cute. I really thought this was like sometimes you'll find things at 5 below that 5 and below that you're not expecting. Basically, 5 and below is like a dollar store, but everything there is like $5 and below. It's like if you get a dollar store, it's like it's like one step above the dollar store, so you get some really good and interesting stuff. So George, Ringo, Paul, oh George, Ringo, Paul, and John. So you see, you get some nice pictures here. The quality of this book actually is really nice paper. The paper is somewhat really nice. I would recommend pencils. I wouldn't recommend markers on this because number one, it's George, Ringo, Paul, and John. I just thought this was a really cute one. Muhammad Ali punching them. Some of you will know these things if you're from the generation my mother was born in. You will know these things. So, if you hear moaning and snoring, that's the dog. Never mind, he has snorerellas in there. So I am only 2 pictures away from finishing another color by number book, and I still have 4 more to do in the mermaid for my top 10 book. I do not know if I'm actually going to finish those in time by the end of the year, but something tells me I can finish the color by number, maybe not the mermaid book, but I mean, I'd really have to work at that. Isn't it? And it was only like, I think it was like, what, $5 at 5 and below? Now, when you go to 5 and below, it's sometimes if you don't buy, like, here's the thing when you go to 5 and below in the Dollar Tree store, or even Ross or even Marshall's, I mean, you get some really good stuff there, but it's only like if you don't buy it, then you won't get it the next time you go because they might not have it then. So you got to keep these things, what do you call them, in mind when you buy these things because they don't always have the same things every time you go. So, I mean, it's rare. So, over here where I live, there's Ross, a Dollar Tree, Marshalls. So you can get some pretty good things here, but not a lot of money here. But I'm also trying to be judicious because I have to have some major things done, and so I took the first step towards having one major thing done for next month. So that's the other thing. So you got to have all this stuff done. So, and so I got to be judicious. Even though I got money, I had to use a lot of it to get Christmas gifts, pay down bills. So now I'm getting the dental thing. I have to get this one dental thing done, and then I'm hoping I can get another thing done after I get this thing done and give myself like 3 months to heal. So that way that'll be done. And then when I was at Barnes & Noble, I was actually looking for small victories in Barnes & Noble and Urban Spectrum, which is like the big kind of mall over in art. Yeah, Marshalls always has a lot of King art. I noticed over here in the discount stores that they have a lot of things. And then when I was actually looking for something else when I found this. This is volume 2 of Outlander. Yes, those who remember know that I had Outlander volume 1 in my collection when I lived back in New York. I actually finished the book, and when I moved, I actually had to basically get rid of a lot of my found books because I was moving, so I had to pack it. When you start to move, you start to get rid of things, you start to give away things. So you'll have less when you move. So the thing is, though, I am expecting 5 books within the next next month or so, coming into the next month or so. So those are what's coming. But I found this volume 2. So this was about, I think, what was this priced? This was priced about $19. And I think I got it for $5 off because I had a $5 off coupon. from my Barnes and Noble. Like you, I didn't buy the $25 membership because I don't go in there, and I used to read a lot, and so the $25 was used to be worth it. So they gave me this membership card where if you buy so many things, you punch your card, and then eventually when you get to so many punch cards, you get a $5 off coupon. So I had a $5 off coupon. So and then I've also bought in a few things, the few Color in Heaven magazines that aren't part of my subscription over by Irvine Spectrum. Oh, hi, View, Pamela. So this is also another thing that I got. This is the official. I'm sure that there's. Oh, I've also bought a couple of digital coloring books via Etsy too. I bought the Deborah Mueller Merry Mermaid Christmas book too. Merry Christmas, everybody. That's what we need to do. It's Christmas Day. So this is the official Outlander coloring book, volume 2. So you know how they give you a story and then they give you this with all the pictures. So these are actual things that happen in the series and books. So I thought this was a good one to do. This is when they were in France, their French villa or their French mansion, which I thought was interesting. This is them at a French party. These pictures take a long time to color, but when they're done, they're really a lot. I find that these are very busy pictures, but I find that I enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed the first volume pictures a lot to do. So that should be fun to do, I think. I like this. I really like these so very, very much. So now I love different kinds of pictures, but but I'll tell you the 5 books that are coming after I do the flip through that are coming in. Oh, the clothes and fashions during the 18th century was something else for women. But women were differently dressed. And if you remember correctly, if you in historical society, that corsets were originally not designed for women. They were actually designed for men to help them with their posture. Only later would they put it into women's use. So keep that in mind when you do that. These are just really nice pictures to do. So you have to remember all this. This is when she was working in the Catholic infirmary. Before we had socialized medicine, the way that we have it in today's society, back in the 18th and early 19th century, that a lot of the medical stuff was done by nuns who would run these things and put them there. So this is one of the things, and they would use dogs to detect sickness and other things in people to help them diagnose quickly. This was an era before we had machines and things like that. Really, you were a history major. It's funny because I was an English major, and I should have minored in history because if you ever read a lot of what we do in English literature, and I ended up working in accounting. So now, if you ever know anything about English literature or any kind of literature, literature is defined by a lot of the history that we do. So you have to understand a lot of the history. Like a lot of Shakespeare's plays are done were written in the Elizabethan era, yet he does a lot of stuff that happened before. So remember that Shakespeare took the history of England in his plays. So keep that in mind. So keep that in mind. So, we're doing this so you guys can see this. You could probably purchase these on Amazon. I will look for links on the Amazon after the stream is over to put them in. Usually I don't. The only thing I put in was this book that we're going to be coloring from today. But I will tell you the 5 books that I am expecting to come in within the next month. See, I like this. I think I had a similar scene in number 1. It's always so much fun to do the pictures. Yes, I love the scene with him and and her together. Knowing my luck, there's probably a volume three of this. So, see. Scottish history is very interesting as well, especially during the time period of the Jacobite Revolution. I love that as well. So me and my mother walked the dog. I walked the dog when I first got up, but before we got on here, my mother suggested we do a big long walk. It seems like that really tired out the dog because now he's sleeping on the bed on his stomach. When a dog sleeps on their stomach, it means they trust you. Implicity. So I think this is Brianna and Roger sorting through all the papers. I really like this. Brianna and Roger. I think this is what's her name? Gellis Duncan. I love this picture of Jamie. And then this is the Amber and Butterfly, which I think is one of the titles of the books, if I remember correctly. So Dragonfly and Amber is what it is. My mistake. Dragonfly and so it gives you a list of the illustrators that were here. So I will tell you the 5 books that are coming. The 5 books that are coming. Carolina Kubakauser's Circle of Nature coloring book. I got the smaller one. I didn't buy the premium edition because it was too expensive. The next color in heaven, which is a more Lemoyne one. I think it's called Mysterious Woman, is the new special issue. Okay, that's the second one. Oh, Tales from Atlantis. I had pre-ordered that from Hannah Carlson. I'm waiting for my American version because I didn't feel like paying the insane amount of shipping for it. Um, and then I bought 2 books from Amazon Japan. Friendly Little Squirrel book, coloring book, and then I also bought the new Eerie book. Yeah, I bought the new Eerie book. So we are going to go back and do the Nelco Neco book. Yeah, I know. I put a little paper in between because I wanted to do some edge work. So when you do edge work, it's always good to have a little piece of paper. So we did a lot of this yesterday with some colored gel pens. That done there. So no problem. So this duck needs to be white and yellow. Mm-hmm. And then we have our trusty sharpener. So here we go. Hold on. Oh, yesterday. What happened yesterday was I went a little insane yesterday. I didn't mean to go insane. It just happened. Because I was looking, one of the remotes went missing to my TV, and this is not the living room TV, but my bedroom TV. So, hi Danielle, Merry Christmas. You missed you probably missed the symbol hall. So when you go back and watch the playback, you see the playback. I got a diamond painting from my mother. So then we're bringing out another set of pencils, which is of my Holbeins, which is the lemon. So this has been a whole bunch of different colors. We've used Schrift Farben. Isn't it? We started doing this on, when did we do this? 2 days ago. So it wasn't yesterday, which was Saturday. Today is Sunday. Saturday is when we did the stream. So isn't it a cute picture? I like cute pictures. This is a whole bunch. So we used yesterday colored gel pens, stripper farbins, Prismas, black widows, polychromos, and now we're adding whole bunch to it. And Sohos and Pro Colors. So a lot of different things go into pictures when you work with me. So, Grace likes to bring out the stuff that she likes to use. So Celadon. Yes, and we have the dog. So if you hear like moaning and snoring and barking, that most likely is the dog. His name is Oz. He's coming out here. Tell you, the coyotes are no joke here. They will undoubtedly attack everything. You cannot let them do that, but they do it anyway, I like this green. Sometimes you see a color that looks good in the other place too. See, this is like the frost and the white there. So someone asked me what pencils are the best. I'm having a really good Christmas so far. It's been it was good, but I got some money for Christmas too, but unfortunately I had to use a lot of that money to pay for something I need done with my teeth. So, and so then, I was able to do part of the payment I needed, but I still have to pay for the rest. So it was, what do you call it? My health has been good. It's just like now I got to fix my dental health, which is very expensive because of the medicine I took. Is that a Santa Claus? Yeah, that's Santa. I didn't realize that's Santa there. I know we're gonna go and do something in there. Normally I wouldn't do this, but I want to keep the colors the same. That makes sense to you? Well, no, sometimes you see something and you're like, no, my health is good. We're reducing my meds too. They're starting to reduce my meds again. So I'm really happy about that. Doesn't mean you're out of the woods, I still get sick. The problem, Danielle, is I sometimes get sick a lot. And, sometimes it's from my nieces. Sometimes it's just outdoor things. So the thing is, because of other things, oh my God, what happened on Friday was I went out with my boss, and if you saw Saturday's stream, that I had big buffet. It's like, and I heard from them, I don't get to go to buffet places. So this place is called Asian Buffet. Oh my God, the food was so amazingly good. It's like buffet style. So you pick what and choose what you want to eat. Like they had all kinds of fish, meat, some noodles, like every kind of Asian food you can imagine, like clams, mussels, baked clams, different kinds of fish. They had meat, they had little Asian treats if you want that. So you can take that into consideration when you do that. Because, I consider this a double page spread. So, it's know that it's all different from me because I have to do different things. So that was my boss's gift to us that we go out, we have a nice trip. And we do such a pretty job on this. This is definitely a more than one stream job. This color is a Holbein, and this is called Peacock Blue. You guys know we're going to have lots of colors in this one. I don't think I got I have a lot of stuff already, so I was good with what I got. No, I was happy with what I got. I didn't ask for color and stuff. So, I think in total this year I finished, according to my spreadsheet. Let me go into my spreadsheet because I have a whole bunch of files that I did for the thing. I think, what did I finish? How many books did I finish this year? Three, maybe? I think I finished three and I'm on the verge of finishing two. So, they say. Oh no. I think, yeah, I have the finished page. I think in total this year so far, three coloring books. I only kept one of them. And I'm on the verge of finishing two more. So, the thing about the Holbeins is I really like the color payout of them. A lot of people say they don't like the payout of them, but I do. I really do. What is this one called? Azalea. Well, my Ivy and the Inky Butterfly one, if I ever finish it, is going to go to my nieces. That's one of the books I think I'm putting on the list to finish next year. The thing about the Holbeins is that they give a tremendous amount of color on them, and you don't have to use a lot of pressure on them. This is the funny one. This is lilac. And no, I'm not going to color the background for the walls. Well, no problem. Thank you, thank you, Danielle. I figured because, I'm off and, that we should try and, that I should try and come on more. As you can see, and even with that, as tiny as that is, and as not sharpened as it is, I thought this would be a really cute picture because a lot of you know that I don't really color for my animal coloring books all that much. Yeah, I get easily seduced when I see other people coloring pictures, and then I get the courage to do them. Sometimes it's for me, it's about the courage. To me, the hardest parts. But you guys probably have figured out. Mm-hmm. Hi, Puzzle and Bibliophile. Weren't you named something else originally? Or are you new? Because I don't know every colorist. I try to do a lot of connections. I'm not on too often as much. Oh, Robin. Robin. Sorry, Robin. It's always hard for me to remember everybody's name. But the people I know for a long time, it's easy. Ivory. These are my Holbeins, which I love very much. I'll tell you, the Holbeins, they, for expensive pencils, they're really, really worth it. Someone goes and asks me, will I buy more stuff? Probably not till March or April. I'm thinking because I have 5 books coming, so I got rid of 3, so I went above what I was supposed to do. So I'm trying to finish a color by number book, and I'm trying to finish the mermaid book. I do not think if I do finish it, I'll be very lucky if I finish that because I already colored 4 pages in that book and I still have 4 more to do in that book. So that's a issue, and I only have 6 more days. In the color by number book that I'm doing, the cozy homes, I am in the middle of doing the second to last page in that book. So, but what makes that one hard is even though it's a bonus picture, it's hard because it's one of those little color by numbers that you go boom, boom, boom. That's the only thing I would say that I don't like about it. Luminance red. They keep changing. And the other pencil that I really like that I don't have here right now is those new pencils. I've got to test them in this paper at some point. What I'm doing is one page, one little section at a time. I'm going to do her hair blonde. Sunflower. Actually, this cat's going to be the color. He's going to be sunflower. The dog is still with us today, Robin. The French bulldog is with us. So if you hear snoring and everything, before I got started on a stream, I wanted to go earlier, but the problem is I have to take this dog out for walks, but I also have to be extremely careful when I walk him because there's coyotes out here. So, and I'm not joking when I say coyotes. I really mean full-on coyotes. This thing could kill him. These things have been known to kill small little animals. So when I walk him, I don't walk him at night because I'm too scared to walk him at night, These things were told that they're nocturnal, so. Sometimes I see a color and it'll look really great, I think. So now we're going to do this in some other color. So I'm thinking orange. I don't have the color there. No, I don't have the color there that I needed the orange. So let me see. And I forgot my black widows. Of course I forget my black widows. Autumn orange. These are my shrippers. But as you can see, the picture starts to come along as we do it. So next up, we'll do this windows. Next up, we're going to do the window. And then we'll do the table. Then Frosty. If we don't finish it on stream, I'll probably finish it off camera because I probably, I have to go to work tomorrow because today is a Monday. I forgot today is a Monday because I'm not used to having a Monday off. And then I'm going to have next week off too, but that's probably going to be a month end thing. Thinking I'm going to make this. You guys know that I always want to make them look good. Bird Sienna. That's a little too close to this. That's a little too close. I want it a little darker. It's a little too close, in my opinion. This is called brown. Also I started watching the new this is why color charts are so important to us, Michelle. This is why I make charts, and then I have the charts that I've made in a binder. So if I'm ever off camera doing this, then I can't forget what pink I used. I go to my color chart binder and then I look for what I've used to make it look better. I always say I really need to write down what I use on bigger pages like Kirby's books. That's why some of my pictures look weird in some of the Chinese books, because some of those spreads are like so big and I didn't write them down. So that's one thing I'm going to change next year. As one of my coloring resolutions, write down what I use in books. So like the videos, I can always go back. Then some of these people have come up with these projects called coloring calendars, coloring organizers. So this, I need to do the window. I'm not going to do that. That's too hard to do. And plus, I'd have to put all the tabs in. I'd have to get all the books out. Here's the thing. That's a really hard video to do for the year. So, that's why we do the monthlies. I commend the people who do that all year for the year end, because I think that's a lot of work to do. To me, I just think it's a lot of work to do. It's not that I don't like doing it. It's just you have to understand. Then I have to go through it. I know. I bought some new Black Widows too. I forgot to take that. Instead, I took the Holbeins in the place of the Black Widows. These are my Schiffer Farbins. These are the set. I think the 96 set. Yeah, these are the 96 set, not the 72 set. My original 72 set. When I got these Schiffer Farbins, didn't have the number. They only had numbers. They didn't have names. These actually have numbers and names. which I think is an improvement over the old sets. That's just an opinion. Unfortunately, I have to go back to work tomorrow, so I don't know what's going to happen to the dog because I always walk him. I walk him in the morning when I first get up, then I do a mid-afternoon, then I do 11:30, 12 o'clock walk, which my mother's going to have to take over. And then I always do about a 4:30 because it gets dark around 5. So, but he's pretty good because he holds it. Tell you, I've had to recycle so many things here. Over here we recycle more than I do. Sometimes it's hard to remember what you're using. Dude, but when I do a picture like this takes a lot of time to do because it's a very difficult see, and then you have to do this. This is why when the pencils are pointed, why some people like it. That's good. There's certain colors that I use a lot. The first 3 sets of Black Widows, the Scorpions, and the Cobra. Well, I had to buy new sets of them because some of my original pencils are down like to this much. So, do you look at 2 days ago when I did the stream when we started this? Looks like I might finish this off camera, so hopefully we can get the windows done. But I think this is one of the better ones I've done. This is why you want pointed pencils. I think I have to move this page. Monica has pretty colors. The thing about Black Widows, and a lot of people say this about the Black Widows, and I agree with them about this point about Black Widows. They're very good. They're not a lot of money. Like, I like this book because even though someone asked me, is this a Kanuko Gusa book? But, the style is very similar to Kanuko Gusa. I think Kanuko Gusa deserves a lot of credit because he made these kind of books very, very popular for us colorists to color. Well, you see what my swordfish does not like these pencils very much. Some sharpeners like certain pencils, and then some sharpeners do not like other pencils. I find for my Black Widows that they like the hand cranks the best. Other pencil sharpeners just do not work well. My hand cranks do not like, and I say this adamantly, my hand cranks do not like the luminance pencils. I do not know why they do not like the luminance pencils, but I think because they're a thicker barrel pencil. Remember, the thicker the barrel of your pencil is, it requires a different sharpener. Like if you're using pastel pencils, like I remember I had a set of the Oh, what were they called? They do not like my luminance pencils. And they certainly do not like my what are the other ones that are wood ones that I have? Oh, what are they called? Oh, I have them and now I'm trying to remember what they are. Oh, my Rembrandts. My Lyra Rembrandts they don't like. Do not know why they do not like my Rembrandt. Well, my mother must be on the phone. Oh, yeah. My mother's talking to my neighbor. Ah, stop that. It's only the neighbor. Let's see how he gets. See, that's what happens there. So we're doing the outside of the window and the inside of the window. Then we have Santa and reindeer. Just to make the reindeer look good. We'll do the reindeer like that. Made our reindeer look good in there. That was just a little effect of light. Can you do that? You know who has gorgeous browns is polychromos. We will use the polychromos to make the brown nice. I really like this one. What is this one called? Burnt ochre. I would use the cinnamon, but I don't have that color again. You know what I mean? Depends on which colors I want to use. You know what? I'm thinking yellow ochre for some reason. It's actually not funny in a way. I don't mean that to be facetious. It can become quite annoying, especially to my neighbors. Think about that. Do you always want to hear the dog 24/7? No, he's a very good dog. He just I don't get to work in this book very often. And that's because sometimes I have to have an idea in my head about what I want to do. I love the dog, don't get me wrong, but he is just, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow because I got to go to work tomorrow, and I'm going to probably be at work from 9 to 5:30. You got to think about this when you go away. This piece is a little bit more complicated than the ones I normally do. Normally I do faces and all kinds of stuff. So I also ordered a new binder, a 3-inch binder because I had a 1-inch binder, a 2-inch binder. So over the last few years, I have really gone crazy with PDFs. So I print what I think I want to color, and then I have now a huge amount of PDFs to color in my room. So also, guys, don't diss the Facebook groups because there's a lot of good quality pages you can get for free off the Facebook groups if you're part of Facebook coloring book groups. They'll give you stuff for free. Like there's a what's it called, a free coloring printables. Nori from Nori Art and Color gives freebies too. I really like this yellow ochre. I will tell you right now, the polychromos. I don't bring these out very often. Unlike Prisma, they're they're also very good like Prisma. But here's the thing: I use them more as straight color pencils than I use them as what I use the Prismacolor. Basically, I use Prismacolor for everything. Like I find that I have a hard time blending with these. I don't find these like these are like more like an oil pencil in my mind. Yeah, that's what they feel like to me, an oil pencil. Some people say they're not oil, but I think they're an oil pencil. I know there's a tremendous amount of red in my pictures. I love red. And this red is a Prismacolor red, believe it or not. Yeah. This is a Prismacolor, one of the reds. I think this is crimson red. I tried to keep colors universal with like these two so they would match. These I also think might be red. Ultimately, I haven't decided yet. And you see, I want my windows to all match, so yeah, my dog barks at everything that. Really? They just want to alert you when things are going on. Right, Ozzy? You just want to keep us safe and alert us to when things are going on. So I think my brother is like tomorrow the schedule changes for him, and I don't really know how it's going to react to him not having me here tomorrow. So I want to try and do more streams, but that all depends on what the work schedule is. I'm also going to try to get another job. That might take a while too. I have a job right now, but thing is, I'm not. I like the job overall, but I think I want to make a little bit more money. I'm making money, but I'm not making nearly what I need to make. See what happens when you press too hard? Every Joe is your Yorkie. Oz would go crazy for her. Oz would be like, I'm not liking your dog. Your dog needs to leave. See? And this thing does not always like certain pencils. This thing does not. My other one likes them better. But I had that half mat in the other room. See, I want to get our windows done. So we know this is not a one stream and done. So at least we'll get the windows done. So if you guys like me to continue this, probably, would you guys like me to continue this on New Year's? If we do a New Year's stream, or maybe the next time I get off, would you guys like me to not finish this off camera, but finish it on camera? If time permits. What I'm thinking is this will be snow, right? The dots probably could be something in gel pen or fine liner. I still have fine liners, guys. Both Arteza and Staedtler. I have a lot of Staedtler. And I still have a lot of Artezas, even though I don't really like them. Once I use up the Arteza ones, they're gone. I don't have duplicates of them. So, unlike the Staedtlers, when I first started buying things, Staedtlers were one of the first ones. And believe it or not, I still have them. Doesn't mean they all work necessarily well. Now, what would you guys like me? Would you like me to continue this on New Year's, even though the holiday has passed? Possibly next week. I'm thinking we need to do the dots first. Okay, if you guys want me to do that on camera. So I'm thinking I should have the dots. Oh, see, this is what happens when you have too much stuff in the house, all on top of each other. See? Relax out. That wasn't you. He's so relaxed. Doesn't jump or get upset when we have lots of things to do, you know? Probably have to eat lunch soon. So let's do dots. Let's finish up with dots. Always like doing dots. Camera. Glitter Azure. Probably going to have to refill this. But I like the color it because you can buy. I think this is a 4-parter. I'm going to tell you right now, I think 4-parters, maybe 5. Who thinks 4? Who thinks 5? Definitely is a 3-parter. I like my windows to all be the same, otherwise I'll forget. I'll forget what to do if I don't do it, all at the same time. So now we're going to do white, but I'm going to do the white not in a traditional white. We're going to do it ivory, which is the color in the polychromos. Yeah, they have an ivory white, which is different because it makes it look a little yellow. So it makes the white a little better, in my opinion. You think 5. I'm thinking 5 too. Because there's a lot to do in this picture. Now that we did the white, I'm thinking a very light blue. The light blues, to tell you the truth, are the best in the polychromos and the thing. And I did not bring my black widows, and I meant to bring them, and I just did not. No, that's in my blue, which means I'll do that in the polychromos. I mean, in the it's funny. It's just here's something egoistic. Horizon blue. This is like a nice blue. And then once we're done with the blue, we'll finish. No, we still got Santa to do, so I want to do the Santa. I want to get my windows done at least. Yeah, I got to do red and then black and brown. This is called Horizon Blue. Now, I'm not sure if I have another Holbein. If not, I have to put it to the list. No, even when I'm not buying stuff, I'm adding stuff to a shopping list. Who here does that when they're out of art supplies? Like when you run out of certain colors for certain things. Like I don't have any more orange pencils in my Prismacolor, so I have to get those. Yeah, I ran out of orange. Well, you like doing those, so. Do you have any Sudoku puzzles to your list? This kind of came out messy. This is why I don't like doing gel pen and then doing pencil. Mine never comes out right. I don't know why. It smudged it. Oh well. As you guys can see, I was tempted to do a lot. There's a lot of Christmas stuff in this book. You know, and that's good if you don't have a lot of books, but that's not a problem with me. I was almost tempted to do a Clara Makova picture, but I think this one is more of a challenge for me to do. I don't have those. I don't think I had those. Like, I don't really care for the Pitt pens. Know that I have ink pens, guys. I never got rid of them, but I do not have a complete set of those. I think I'm missing like 5 or 6 of the ink pens. To me, I don't think I'll ever buy. Like, don't get me wrong, I like gel pens, but I like my colorites for a couple of reasons. Number one, I bought them, not thinking I was going to like them, you know, because they were on the good price point. Boy, was I wrong. Those things are just beautiful. Would I get Pentel Sparkle Pops again? Yes, I would get the Pentels. Would I buy other gel pens? No. Not because I don't like them. Just when you buy gel pens, it's really because they go so fast. And this is one advantage that the colorists have over a lot of other companies. But now, they give you the gel pen refill sometimes with them, but then you can't buy them again once you use up your refills. Thing with Colorit is that they sell the refills, so you don't have to buy the pens again. Just to get the refills, you can just order them. So now that's done. Now we just have Santa to do and his sleigh. I like the whole bites because they're thick too, They're a little bit easier on the hands. Now when I put away my stuff, I put it in an order that I can really like. Yeah, I learned that yesterday because it got all over my hands. This is a Santa Claus, if anybody's wondering. Coco. We're doing Santa last today. I want Santa to be last today because we got our gifts. But I think, he's a big point to just do the stuff that we need to do. White. The best white I have found are the buff titanium and luminance. The white in Prisma. The white. Wow. I've never been to an Ollie's. I don't think I have one around here. I would have to look that up, but I don't think I have Ollie's. Is Ollie's like a discount store like Ralph's, Marshall's, Ross, Dollar Tree, Five Below? But you get some really nice stuff from Five Below, if anybody's wondering. Ivory. So I think this is where we will end today. As you notice, we spent a lot of time doing this part of it. Then we started doing this, but then the windows took me a lot of time to do today. So the windows are what took me a lot of time today. I don't mind the windows. And I didn't put the pencil right, and now it's squeezing the other pencil. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. So let's get this back out so you guys can see. I need to speak up a little bit more. So that is really, I think, where we shall stop. And yes, I did watch the new Percy Jackson series on Disney Plus. I think it's very, very good. I'm also watching on Apple TV because I have a 3-month free trial, courtesy of my new iPhone purchase. Legacy of Monsters. That's the Monarch series. That's the Godzilla Kong / TV series they have on Apple TV with Kurt Russell and a few young kids on it. So I think it's really, really very, very good, actually. I like it. Some people don't like that stuff, so depends if you like that kind of film or not, Everybody likes something different, so I hope you all have enjoyed it. And no, I have not finished Loki yet. I think I have like two or more episodes after that, so I hope you all have enjoyed that. Bye, everybody.